How's it going, guys, and welcome to Knife Banner. Today we're going to be getting a sneak peek at some of Benchmade's product for 2021. We've got some new knives, we got some revamps of some classics, and at the end of this thing we got a little secret, so make sure you hold on to the end because it'll be worth it. Today we've got Anthony from Benchmade joining us. How's it going today?
Doing great, man.
Awesome.
Excited to show you guys what we've got coming for 2021. We got some awesome stuff, and we're going to share some deep dark secrets.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. There's some stuff on the table that makes sense. There's some stuff on the table I wasn't expecting, but let's kick it off with this first one. Tell me about it's called the Claymore.
Claymore,
right?
Yeah.
Tell me about this thing.
So first off, Claymore. Why the Claymore? So inspiration for the Claymore comes from the Claymore mine. We'll go into first the handle details. So looking at the handle texture, you've got this handle texture that actually represents ball bearings. And so Claymore mine has ball bearings. That's the projectile that comes out of it. So that is used as texture. When you go into the front of the bolster, it's actually international Morse code. Mm-hmm. So it actually stands for FTE, front towards the enemy.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Kind of just a clever pun there on the knife. Mm-hmm. But just overall, great new push button auto to the line. We're actually introducing a new blade steel here. So this is CPM D2. So it's a powder metal D2, so it's something new that we're using in the line. Traditionally, we've only used D2, so completely new to the range there. But this knife, just in general, from a push button auto standpoint, it just feels great in the hand, great contour, great blade geometry, and then even into the push button, you have an oversized button with knurling. So just, if you have gloves on, it's easy to operate, easy to find. And then even into the safety selector details, there's a red painted dot on there as well, just to kind of pay homage to like the firearms world and everything. So this knife is just chocked up with details. It's comfortable. It kicks like a mule too when you open it.
That's what I was gonna say is the word that you were using, you're kind of describing Claymore mine, projectile, right?
Yeah.
This knife is a projectile. Yeah. That thing flies out.
I saw it project out of somebody's hand.
Yeah, our secret here at the end. We were all kind of playing with these, and one of us was messing around and didn't have quite a grip, and it flew out of the hand. This is, I would say without hesitation, this is the snappiest Benchmade auto I've ever had.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And it just, the noise when it opens too, just like, it just, it's awesome. I love it. Actually, I just got this in hands the other day, and it's definitely one of my favorites in the push button world.
Cool. So material questions, handle. Yeah. Is it FRN? Is it a Grivery?
It's a Grivery handle.
Okay,
so cool. Similar material that we're using on the Bugouts, everybody is aware of. Yeah. But from a strength standpoint, we've added this back spacer in the back here. It's got barrel spacers as well to reduce some weight. It's super lightweight in hand. From a closed break strength standpoint, this is the strongest knife in our line right now. So, a lot of people are comparing this directly to like the AFO. Mm-hmm. I would say that from an ergo standpoint, contour, everything, this knife is, a step up above of what the AFO is. It's just, it's in a great package, and you get strength, weight, all that.
I was gonna say, because it comes off really weight and really comfortable, or it comes off really light and really comfortable. Yeah. And then CPM D2. So obviously this is like a new thing, right? It's
a new thing, yeah.
And so do you guys have any? I mean, obviously it's gonna perform better than, because it's powder.
So it's powder metal.
Than a normal
so
D2.
It's going to perform better than D2. From what I understand, it's stronger than your typical D2, which is already a insanely strong tool steel.
That's one of my favorite working steels. Yeah.
So and I've heard edge retention too is phenomenal in it as well.
Cool. And then we both have a combo blade. Does it come plain edged all the way, or just combo?
It'll just be combo for now.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of that tactical lean for sure.
Yeah, and as far as colors go, you have the two options. You'll have a black and then the OD green. And then the blade is actually cobalt black. So it's not a true black. So you don't actually get a sheen to it when you're actually moving it. So just kind of, one other thing that they were trying to do is keep the sheen level down, and just from an IR standpoint. So
cool. That's a great knife, man. Yeah. That's a really exciting new addition to the lineup.
Absolutely.
All right, next up is also an exciting new addition to the lineup. And this is a bit of, not a revamp, but I don't know what you'd call it. What would you call it?
So this is a long request. So, with that request and the feedback we've gotten in the marketplace, we wanted to introduce the Mini Osborne's 20th anniversary of the Warren Osborne as well, the 940. It's such an iconic model in the Benchmade family. Like, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
So, really the story behind it is, shrinking it down in a mini package. But we wanted to retain all the same contour lines in the handle, same blade geometry. You will notice the one thing we did is we went to barrel spacers versus the full tie back spacers. So a little bit lighter when you do that as well. And then as far as the handle material, we went with G10 with the blue layer on the back. Just really pops. I really love that with the anodized blue barrel spacers as well. And then black Cerakoted blade in S30.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing is, as you know, and as probably a lot of you guys watching know, when you take a knife, any design, and you want to shrink it down, it's not just a matter of like grabbing the corner of the picture and then stretching it down and having the knife shrink in the CAD program. It's a full redesign.
That was the challenging thing with this, was trying to keep everything very similar, right?
Yeah.
And trying to keep it the same as possible as the large 940. And I think you have a large 940 there, or not large, but the 940.
The regular, the regular 940.
From a comparison standpoint.
You guys get a size comparison here. So S30V blade, G10 handles, barrel spacers on the back, and great color choices. This is exciting. This is super
we're
exciting.
super excited to add this to the line. And as you can imagine, there's already a wild idea of variants coming down the pipeline. And this is going to be a staple in our house.
Love it. Love it. Now, on that note of minis, like you alluded to, a mini that I didn't think you guys would ever do, but one I'm excited exists. So with that said, the Adamas family in general is just getting a huge revamp. So kind of similar to what we did with our hunt knives. We've listened to market feedback, consumers telling us what they love and don't like about the knives, and we wanted to take that and revamp the Adamas family. So we're going to focus on the Mini Adamas, which is brand new to the Adamas family, and we'll talk about what makes this different from the original Adamas family, and you have a full size to show the comparison as well. But from a handle perspective, the one thing that we would get from people that use the Adamas is it's heavy, right? It's a big knife. Yeah, I mean, full disclosure, I would never carry a full-size Adamas. I love that full-size Adamas. It's just too much for me.
But you feel like you could do anything with
and that's
that
it.
knife,
That's
right?
why I love it. I would love to carry it around, but I'm just not going to EDC it.
So this is a great option for that. If you wouldn't EDC that, this is great. Even the full size of the new one, we've trimmed down weight. We've added contour to the handle. Just little details to tie it back to Shane Seibert's like original design as well. The fuller and the blade, we've actually extended all the way. We've upgraded the blade steel to crew wear as well. So that's a huge upgrade. So just overall, it's a facelift to the Adamas family, but it's a facelift that was much needed from a weight perspective, I would say ergonomics perspective. And then you get into the blade steel. That's a big upgrade.
Oh yeah. You go from D2 to crew wear, and crew wear is it's another great working steel. But it's just that next level. Right.
Definitely next level. So super excited about this one. But like I said, you'll see it the update in the full size. You'll see an update on the fixed blade as well. So lots of updates in the Adamas family.
Right on. Yeah. And then to give you guys that size comparison to the new Mini. And then this is actually the new Adamas as well, but then you get with the crew wear blade, a little more contour, a little bit of weight reduction, but the overall size and everything is about similar to the original Adamas. Really cool, man. Really, really cool. And now I have a reason to carry an Adamas.
Absolutely, 100%, man.
All right, so some really neat stuff here. Now you've got 2 updates to what is by and large probably the most popular knife at Benchmade. It's definitely the most popular knife at Blade HQ. So what are our 2 updates to the wonderful Bugout?
Yeah, so first update we'll talk about is, I would say, once again on the premium facelift of a premium option in the Bugout. And Bugout being a staple in our line, staple for Blade HQ. I wanted to take this in a little bit of a different twist, do a premium version, but do some tweaks to it, right? 940-1 has been a hit for us always. The carbon fiber with the anodized blue. We took that inspiration from the 940-1. We put on a carbon fiber handle, but then on the backspacer, you'll notice immediately that it's completely different. So it actually has a backspacer. It's exposed as well, so the carbon fiber is cut out there at the lanyard hole. Just a great option for a lanyard carry, or I like to pop bottles with it. It works great.
There you go.
And then anodized blue accents on the thumb stud and the additional barrel spacer on the back. Carbon fiber with some nice contour. It's not a flat piece. It's not like a flat slab carbon fiber handle, and then S90V as well. So just a great facelift on the Bugout family. Super excited for that one. And then on the Mini, one thing that was asked immediately was, when are you guys going to do a blacked out version? So CF Elite DLC coated blade. It's basically the Bugout in black in a Mini version. So this is going to be a no-brainer for everybody that's looking for just an easy EDC carry.
Yeah, I think that'll pull a lot of people into the Mini that haven't yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so like I said, some like that Claymore, awesome. Some really neat additions to existing lines, and also that new Mini Adamas, new Mini Osborne. What is this? You got a crowning jewel. Every year there's a crowning jewel. What's the crowning jewel? What's this gold class piece we're going to look at?
Yeah, so the gold class piece, I'm really excited about this, and I actually just got this in hand the other day as well. I've seen pictures of it. Pictures don't do it justice when you get it in hand. And the story behind this knife is pretty thought out. Vance, our product manager, he dives deep into the stories, and the story really started at the blade steel. So it's a Adamas steel. It's the Bifrost pattern. So Adamas steel, from what I'm learning, names a lot of their steels from Norseman mythology. Okay, so Bifrost being the Norseman rainbow bridge. So that's where he pulled all the inspiration for this, and I'll talk about how he got there. So the colors he wanted to play off were black, white, and blue. So starting at the Bifrost Adamas steel blade, you got that there. And then when you get into the handle, we're working with a marbled black-white carbon fiber. And then you get these blue accents in the shield. The difference between this and the 601 that we have is it's got shields on both sides. So I'll flip it over here. So you've got the shield on both sides there. And then going into blue sapphire PVD accents all across the board. So everything from hardware to the pivot to the liners, especially, really pops. And then when you get into the backspacer, you have a Refier backspacer. So it's blue uranium, so it glows in the dark. It charges in the sun, so it actually glows there, and it has a brass inlay as well. So just loaded and chalked up with details. It's I don't know, it's a piece of work, man.
Well, and that's the thing is the Tengu, right?
Yep.
The inline Tengu that you guys did with Jared Ozer, that was already a piece of work.
Yep,
already
absolutely.
amazing. And, based on some other things that we're going to look at here in just a second.
Yeah.
But to see it in this formation is really neat. Now, is this going to be the same program as regular gold class?
Yep.
It's limited to the year, but you're going to make as many as you sell.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, and then the other detail too is the upgraded sheath. So it's actually a shark skin leather sheath as well.
Like actual shark skin?
Actual shark skin.
This is the first time I've ever heard that shark skin was an option for leather.
Yeah, it is.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, there's some pretty cool exotic options out there. So this is shark skin. You get that blue accent stitching as well.
Yeah.
But it just helps round out the story, and it's I don't know, just when you hear it all come together and you see it as a complete knife, it's a well-rounded story.
Cool. Dude, well, thanks for showing it off.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Awesome. All right, now, as you guys know, the Tengu is a Jared Ozer design, and Jared Ozer happens to be our neighbor here in Utah. So we are going to have Jared pop on and show us some of his inspiration for the Tengu, and this is actually going to be his first time seeing this gold class in person. So Jared, how's it going?
Good. How's it going, Zach?
Dude, good. It's good to see you, man.
It's been a little while. It's good to be back.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yeah. All right. So you heard you were standing off to the sidelines.
Yep.
So you heard materials. You heard stories.
Yes.
I actually think the Bifrost thing's pretty awesome because when I think of you, I actually think of like a Viking warrior. So the Bifrost thing seems about perfect.
Okay.
But you haven't seen this in person yet.
I haven't. In fact, I didn't know about the materials. When he was talking about Damastil, I'm like, oh, that's sweet.
Even better.
I love Damastil. It's probably one of my favorite Damascus to use.
Well, let's open this thing up then and let's see what you think.
Let's check. There's nothing in here. Is it like underneath?
Is it underneath?
Did he hide it? From me? I don't know. He hit. Oh yeah, he did. He did. Oh, that's cool. It actually. See, I like little details like this. It's got a little foam cutout in there.
Oh, nice. Anyway. Right on.
Yeah,
so if you guys get this gold class and it looks like the knife's not in there, remove the other piece of foam.
He's smarter than me. Look inside. Yes, that is very cool. I have not seen this yet. I think I saw some pictures. We talked about this a little while ago, but things have changed a little bit. But yeah, that's very cool.
Cool.
Very, very cool. I think people are going to like this a lot.
Now, obviously, not only is this your design, but you're making customs of this knife.
Yes,
regularly.
yeah, I still make customs. I actually brought one. A lot of people asked for a comparison of the two, and so I brought one of my customs. It's one for my last lotto, so hopefully don't drop it because I got to send it to somebody.
Every time you come, I feel like you bring one of these, and I'm like, nobody even look at it. You know what I mean?
At least it's not an auto, so it doesn't fly out of my hand.
There you go.
But you can see it's. They did a great job.
Cool.
They made it very similar. They had to make some changes to it because it's a mass production type of thing rather than a custom thing.
Yeah.
But I think the essence of the knife is there, and you can see it's very similar.
Yeah. Now, obviously, your customs, everything that you do is on a lottery system, right? So it's like it's all very high value, all very high desire, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, you make the customs.
Yes.
So the gold class, this is supposed to be Benchmade's next level, right?
Yeah.
And don't worry about those Benchmade guys behind you. How does it measure up?
I think it actually looks great.
Cool.
I mean, I love the details. It's something similar that I would do in a custom thing, and I've actually done shields on both sides of my knives. Yeah. So
cool.
this is the first time I've seen that too, and that's really cool. I've done that before, and I really like that. They made this shield flush, which is kind of cool too. But yeah, I mean, it looks good.
Awesome.
The Adamas still looks great, and I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks for taking some time and coming over and taking a look. Because every time we've talked about this Tengu on camera, same as you, right? We get a lot of questions like, well, what does Jared think? Or I want to see a comparison between the one that he makes, you know?
Yeah.
So thanks for taking the time.
You bet. I'm glad to be here.
All right, guys. So some really neat things coming our way 2021 with Benchmade. If you are a Jared Ozer fan, and if you're not, you should be. So go follow him on Instagram and wherever else you can find him. And you can't get on the lottery system. Now you can get a gold class and get pretty darn close to that Ozer quality there. And I think that's all we got. So huge shout out to Benchmade for coming out and showing us all these new knives. Huge shout out to Jared for coming out and giving us some comparison. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching our preview of some sweet 2021 knives. Make sure to subscribe to Blade HQ for more content like this. You can find all the knives in this video over at bladehq.com. And down below, you'll find a sweet 2021 playlist for all the new knives that are out there.